Hello, David from RSW Chattanooga. This is Joel from JND SEO. I'm going to show you 3 ways today that you can improve your website and actually beat some of your competition online. So the 3 subjects or topics we'll talk about today are content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing we'll just talk about is content. And I'll just scroll through your page here. You guys have a pretty nice header here. It looks really good. You guys have some information, nice pictures about projects it looks like that you've done. Wow, that's a nice house. All right, you've got everything on here. It looks awesome. Now, this all looks really good. It looks like you guys have done a really good job putting this together. What Google cares about the most, though, are these words, right? This content. So what we're going to do is let's see about how much you guys have right now. And we want to just kind of count your content. So let's just go back through here. All right, so you guys right now have 452 words of content on your homepage. And what we're going to do is, if we were to put a search in right now for siding Chattanooga, Tennessee, if we go down to our organic section, the top result is going to be Chattanooga exterior. So I've taken them, and we actually want to do the same thing. We want to see how much content do they have on their site. And I'll actually show you their site here in a minute. All right. And they've actually got just a little bit more with 496, so it's really close. So the idea really being, if we are able to beat them in all 3 areas that we talk about, say the 3 topics we're going to talk about, then you'd be able to beat them online as well. So the first thing we know is content, and the other part of content is that you want to have something in that content, right? So you want to have these keywords or keyword phrases. So siding Chattanooga, Tennessee, vinyl siding Chattanooga, these are really good keywords for the area. And, putting these in, this is what all keywords are, is what people, or groups of words that people search regularly, right? They're going to be the most commonly searched group of words together that people search when they're looking for a service. So let's scroll down to the organic section again. Chattanooga exteriors is number 1 for what we've kind of put in here. So basically we want to know, how do we beat them, right? So we know one thing is we could put more content in them. Google recommends having about 1,500 words to 2,000 words of content. So we know that you guys both have a little bit under 500. The idea really being, if we could double your content or triple it really and get up to that 1,500, you're going to automatically rank higher for hitting that number. And that's one reason that Google's going to do it. But then also getting those keywords in, because these are what really bring in the customers to the searches when they're looking for this, and that word is in your content, and then they show up on, you're going to show up for that search like that. So you want to be in the top 10. That's going to put you on the first page. There's 10 results per page. And then the other way to get into the organic section is backlinks and referring domains. So all this really means is backlinks are links that when people click these, they're going to redirect them back to your website. So I have you guys into a program called Ahrefs. This just allows me to kind of analyze how your site's performing. You can see I've got your web address, Chattanooga Windows and Doors.com up here. And referring domains are just the websites that the backlinks are on. So a great example would be like a Facebook business page. Your Facebook business page, if you guys have one, would be your referring domain. And where you put your web address on that page, that would be your backlink. And when you click that, it's going to redirect you back to that site. So right now we have about 8 referring domains with 24 links, so about 3 per site. And these referring domains also work in another way. And this is another big thing for Google. They want it to know that your site can be trusted. So what they're going to do is, the more sites that point at your site with links, so these 8 right here are going to point back at your website, that's what's going to give you guys this UR number, which is your trust. So of the 8 sites you guys have, we can see 3 of them are really strong. So 3 of the 8 I would highly recommend. They're really good ones. And it's giving you a trust right now of 14. Now the higher your trust gets, the more keywords you can be found for. Right now you guys have about 15 you're coming up in searches for. And that's bringing you 1 visitor to your website per month. Now, if we scroll over to Chattanooga exteriors, we can see they got their headers up here. They've got 115 sites pointing back at theirs. Of those 115, 66 of them are really strong. They have 846 backlinks on those referring domains or websites. And these are what are redirecting them back to ChattanoogaExteriors.com. Now, with 115 sites pointing back at them, their ranking or for trust is going to be a 31. That's going to allow them to be found for about 437 keywords, bringing in about 68 visitors to their website every single month. All right, so here's the cool part, right? We're like, wow, they have a lot of referring domains. We can go take all of them. All right, so we can actually look at all of their referring domains. And if it's one that we really like, a really strong one, we can actually go in. And for a lot of them, you just have to enter your information and sign up. Um, and you can get some of the same links. So basically, what you see that they're doing, you could have these same numbers, right? You could have 68 more people coming to your site. And what we'd want to do is take their best ones. Obviously, we don't want to take the ones that aren't helping them very much. We'll take the best ones, and then we're going to add more on top of it. So we're going to be even further ahead of them. So if you look at that, adding 68 more visitors to your site, what would that kind of do for you guys? Typically about 100 visitors to your site is going to give you about 20 to 30 phone calls a month. And then depending on what your conversion ratios are for that, that could be 2 to 4 deals on a very conservative note. So that's just about the organic section. So we know that the 3 things to get here are your content, having more content, having your keywords in there, and then getting those backlinks and referring domains in there that is going to get you to the top here where they're sitting right now. All right, and the other 2 ways to get there, right, is through ads. So the ads are the first thing anybody's going to see on any search here. There's only one, and it's not a Google guaranteed, so you could just pay more than what they're paying, and you would show up ahead of them. So that would be one way to get it. And since there's only one other competitor, it would be pretty easy in the area. The other thing you could do is the map section. Top 3 show up here in the preview window. And this is also called GMB or Google My Business. All you want to do is get the most citations, which is our third topic. And citations are when you get your business name, address, phone number all listed together into websites online. Usually the directory sites like Better Business Bureau, Home Advisor, Yelp. You could also do social media, Facebook, LinkedIn. All of those count as well. You want to get the ones that are related to your field and ones that are stronger sites, because that's going to help you to beat the other people even if they have more. But ideally, if they have 30, you want to put about 130 on your site so that you're up by a lot on them and they're not going to be able to catch you. And being these top 3, you're going to get a ton of calls. You're going to get, because they have direct phone numbers here, they can get direct calls, or they can click their website, go to them, and then call them as well. So that's the 3 ways to beat our competitors online. We've talked about content, citations, and backlinks today. If you have any questions or you want to hear some more, I would love to chat more with you guys, and I'll just give you a call anyway to ask if you guys found this helpful. And that's kind of my main purpose. But thank you for your time. Really appreciate it. Have a great day.